We continue our series here looking at 3 players who could be on the move from every position in Major League Baseball. Today, that position is right field. Let's get into it. What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast, and as I said in the open, we're looking at 3 right fielders who could potentially be on the move, so we begin with number 3. Now, that third right fielder who could be on the move is Pham. I think there's a lot to be excited about when you're looking at this player, but there's also a lot of baggage that comes with this player. Pham, to me, is going to be traded to a different team, not necessarily a contender in my opinion, but I think that there's an opportunity that he can go out there and play every day and contribute to a team. I don't necessarily know whether or not the player is going to have a tarnished image, even more so than what already has been for the incidents that happened earlier this season with Jock Peterson. But I think there's an opportunity that if he can get a fresh start, a clean start, this player could absolutely be a contributor to any given team in Major League Baseball. But for now, he is a potential candidate to be traded. As we look at the number 2 player on my list, it is that of Happ of the Chicago Cubs. We've covered a couple players on the Cubs that, to me, they are just not going to be a team that absolutely has an opportunity to compete this year. The Brewers and the Cardinals are far and away better than them in this division. I also think that there's not going to be a lot to be looking forward to if you're a Cubs fan over the next coming couple of seasons. So trading away a guy like Happ, who absolutely will provide a tremendous amount of trade value on the trading block, could absolutely see the Cubs start to bounce back and get back to a team that approaches the postseason. Being able to move a guy like Happ will absolutely bring them back some serious value for their minor league system and even possibly some major league contributors. There's a lot to like about Happ if you're a team that is looking to boost, whether you get infield or outfield from him, a guy who is capable of providing a lot of depth for an organization, especially for a contending team. So to me, Happ is all but gone from the Chicago Cubs. And as we look at the number 1 right fielder potentially able to be traded, it is that of Juan Soto. Now, yes, this may be a little bit exaggerated, a little bit premature when it comes to the idea of trading Soto. When it comes to this particular season, Juan Soto, to me, is not going to re-sign with the Washington Nationals. We've almost been made clear of that when they offered him a $350 million contract and he turned it down. So to me, being able to maximize his return is something that the Washington Nationals are going to have to do. Now, I don't think that trading him this far in advance of his free agency, 2.5 years from now, is going to be in the Nationals' best interest. No matter what kind of package you get back, whether it be 15 prospects for one Juan Soto, it's still going to be not as good a value as Juan Soto, as strange and as crazy as that may sound. But there's no doubt about it in my mind that Juan Soto is going to be traded from the Washington Nationals. They allowed Bryce Harper to walk because they had Juan Soto. And while they don't have another Juan Soto approaching the major league level, they're not going to be able to re-sign him. So the best way to get a value back for it, this type of player, this type of transitional and transformative athlete, this is a player that has to be traded by the Washington Nationals. Like I said, it may be a little bit premature because I don't think that that happens this year, but I do think Juan Soto gets traded. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings on this down in the comment section below. Who are your thoughts for the most likely right fielder to be traded by the trading deadline this season? Let me know these thoughts, these feelings down in the comment section below, or find me over on Twitter at JLaracuente19 to keep the conversation rolling. As always, keep it locked into the entire GLMG family with WeSibs, the Granite Geek Show, and of course here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast. For sticking around to this point, head over to baseballbanterbroadcast.com, our merchandise shop. Use the promo code BANTER to save 5% off your order. Keep it locked in as we round out this series looking at 3 potential trade candidates at each position, as well as the latest news, notes, and my personal thoughts, theories, and opinions on the game of Major League Baseball. Peace.